Hey guys, so it's 8:21 in the morning. March 31st, like I said earlier, Prince's birthday. I just called my grandma to see if they're definitely coming up over next weekend, and apparently I woke her up, which is kind of surprising because usually they're up at like 7:30, and it's 8. But apparently they have a friend who's in the hospital right now, and they got a call at 1 o'clock this morning to go to the hospital, and ended up being there until 6 o'clock. So I literally woke my grandma up after she had only gotten 2 hours of sleep, and now I kind of feel like a jerk. But there is no way I could have known that, so I apologized, and that's the most I can do about it. She seemed to be optimistic about coming up this weekend, but she had just woken up, so I don't know if it was really set in stone or not. They haven't talked to Jake yet, so I need to message him today and tell him to get on calling them. Because they'll be able to set it up easier if they talk to each other than through me. One of the nurses got me coffee this morning. Technically, she's a tech. But she didn't buy it for me. I gave her the money and she went down to get it. Which is how I've gotten coffee this whole time. There is something that I actually got on here to talk about, and I literally just forgot what it was. Oh, so I don't remember if I mentioned this yet, but for the portable oxygen concentrator situation, they're making me do another home oxygen evaluation, which basically just evaluates if you need oxygen at home. And I'm concerned that I'm not going to qualify again for oxygen, because I was pretty sick when they qualified me the first time. So I'm kind of scared I'm not going to qualify. And that would suck because this oxygen actually helps me a lot. So I'm reaching out to some people to see about fundraising so I can just get one myself. They're expensive. They're like $3,000. So clearly I don't have that money on my own. But I'm trying to fundraise for it. If anybody wants to help with that, please let me know. Any little amount helps. But yeah, so I'm trying to get that done. And it's kind of stressful, but it is what it is. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I just want to be able to live my life for as long as I possibly can. And carrying the tanks around is making that very hard for me. So yeah. You know, I never really expected to be in a place where I was optimistically looking to the future. For literally 12 years, which is almost half my life, I thought I'd be dead by now. I literally legitimately thought I wasn't going to make it this far. And I know that other people have had shorter life expectancies and other people have died younger, and other people don't make it this far with this disease. And I knew my odds weren't great. And sometimes it just kind of hits me that I'm kind of living, it feels like, on borrowed time. Especially once I get this lung transplant, I'm going to feel like my time has been borrowed. And that makes me really want to do something useful with my life. So I'm really glad that I'm passionate about teaching, because it kind of makes me feel like I'm giving back to the world. And really thanking the universe for letting me have the chance to do what I love and help kids. I debated two things when I was looking at starting college. My whole life, or at least most of my life, I've wanted to be an English teacher, but I've toyed with the idea of psychology for a long time. So my two thoughts were I either wanted to be a child psychologist or I wanted to be a teacher. And I went the route of teaching mostly because I'm kind of afraid that I'm not going to be any good at psychology, or that I would like over-internalize their problems and just be a complete emotional disaster. I don't feel like I'm emotionally stable enough to be a psychiatrist. So, yeah. Hey, Linda. Don't mind me, I'm just making a video.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I debated between teacher and psychologist, but teacher won out. So, I'm going to take my meds, and I'll get back on here later. So, until then, guys, keep smiling.